Well, good afternoon, my brothers and my sisters, and welcome to another Wednesday Wisdom Poetry. I am poet Sharaledon D. Brave, and as I've been doing for the last few weeks, I am actually out and about and in the community. I'm actually at a part of the Silver Comet Trail, but this one is off of Concord Road. And if you live in the area, you might know a little bit about Concord Road. It has two covered bridges. And I had hoped to have been downtown Atlanta, but this is out in Cobb County near Mapleton, or in the town of Mapleton where I live. So what was interesting about the whole feat is that to cross this bridge, you have to actually yield to the other side. And I was running a little bit late because I got off later than expected today. And one of the reasons I hate coming by this road is because you always have, instead of cars going one at a time, yielding, people like me that do like 3 or 4 cars at a time. But, it is what it is, But, so listen, I have, I think, like 4 longer pieces to share with you today. And I am going to go into the sun because I'm under a cover here, and it is a little bit dark, at least on my side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you with me into the light so that I could, that was a good spot right there. Well, at least I thought it was for a second. The camera's trying to get used to me. Let me do it this way and see if we can get a little bit better. Not really. And at the same time, I don't necessarily want to be out in the sun. All right, so let's see what we got. I see Donna. Donna, I know that you're working on reclaiming your identity. I saw someone on Facebook loves you so much that they decided to duplicate your whole Facebook page. But I know you'll get it straightened out. Pam, it's great to see you. And I hope that you've had a great vacation. I saw that you were on vacation and everything, so welcome back. I missed you. Let's see, who else do I have? Hattie, my poet sister, good to see you. All right, so some of the pieces I'm going to be sharing today are pieces that I've done already. It's been a while, but I've done some serious editing, so I want to kind of go back over them, and it may be the first time that most of you all have heard them. All right, so still was looking for a flat place to do this, but nonetheless, the show must go on. The first piece I'd like to do is a piece called, When Our Souls Awaken. What do you do when let me start that again. When our souls awaken. What do you do when reality is no longer real? How do you handle it? How does it feel? How do you move forward when what was is now gone? How do you mend together what feels forever torn? How do you uproot what was never planted down? How do you still water in which you drown? Start with being honest, foremost with yourself. Then pick up the pieces of whatever is left. For within these pieces are the lessons you've learned that will guide you to the reality that your soul has yearned. When our souls awaken. Taking a look. Van Andrea, my sister, how are you? I call everybody sisters and brothers, but for those of you who don't know, Van Andrea is actually my biological sister. She is my eldest sister. So it's always good to see you. The next piece I have is Black Reflections. Beautiful black is what I see when I look at you and reflect on me. When I look at my struggles, I see your pain. When I acknowledge my joy, I acknowledge your gain. Black in all its splendor, draped in dignity. Still the color of mourning until we are all free. Black Reflections. Good afternoon, Aunt Barbara. Good to see you. The next piece I'd like to share is a piece entitled, I Am. I am no less. I am no greater. Still yet I am. I am the love that love itself created. Therefore, I am as you are as well. I am. So Pam, Black Reflections got a hold of you, right? I love it. So I was on the phone just before I pulled up. And like again, I'm coming straight in from work. I jumped out of the shirt I had on. I had this shirt and my T-shirt in the car, and I was telling my friend just before I jump out the car on the phone. I said, you know what? I said this is going to be an interesting one because I hadn't had my coffee, my tea, or my wine. So all that I've had today is water, and so I'm used to having just a little bit of a at least caffeine, before I come before you. But I hope that my energy and my spirit is still attracting you and holding you at least until I get to this last part. The next one is one of my favorite pieces, and I'm still moving. Yep, still moving. It's one of my favorite pieces because I want to be seen when I do this one. This particular piece is created to be loved. It's one of my favorite pieces. I've done it many times. And you'll probably hear it from me many times before I leave this realm. All right. So, created to be loved. We were created to be loved, where the one was created in love. Thus we seek it all life long. Looking high, searching low, though never going deep enough to the places we need to go. We fear going into the caverns and into the crevices of our heart. We fear crossing the rivers of our soul and traveling in the dark, thus abandoning the very essence, the makeup, the nature, the genetic predisposition of love itself. Love is bi-emotional. It feeds, it grows, it reproduces, it shares, it feels pain, and yet it heals itself. Love is more than a feeling. It is a commitment to the universe to invest your portion, a commitment to yourself to grow and develop and to fully appreciate your existence, a commitment to others to encourage them to do likewise. Love in its most basic form is what makes us human. It is what illuminates us all. It is what makes the atoms providing life collide, providing warmth and the glow that only love can create. The very presence of love, much like a candle in darkness, has a potential to forever change its surrounding, offering an open invitation to be redeemed at face value. Love, the most precious commodity. Love. I love this piece. It is actually the basis of the next book. And thank you for allowing me to share it with you again. I did get started without doing the invocation, which I will do now. And I also and then we'll finish up with my dwelling place. So invocation. See if I can have the seat now. This is wonderful. It's really nice and cool underneath here. And I love the natural wood here. Invocation. I invoke the power of the Holy Presence to be present in my living and to forgive me when I have doubts or fear or any careless misgiving. I invoke the care of the one who knows my nature by my name, who holds me close and wipes my tears and shields me from crippling shame. I invoke the goodness of the giver who gives without regards, and if I think in lack or want, my mind my giver guards. I invoke the character of divine to show me how to be, to understand that who I am is greater than what others see. I invoke the passion of the lover of my soul, for it is this passion in this moment my being is completely whole. I love this piece as I love all of my pieces, and one of the things I have come to understand as I've been writing, especially these last 2 years, and sharing these works with you all, is that something I posted a couple of days ago had to do with the growth. I think it was yesterday that it was an older piece. I said about growing the poet in me. I become a better poet as I work on myself. And one of my Facebook friends said this is basically what we all should be doing, and he's absolutely right about that. And you probably saw, like, right now, I probably got like 5 things on the storyline for Facebook. There's a lot that's always coming through me. I've still got things backed up in the phone on the recording that I'm looking forward to sharing with you one day. I call myself an always and forever writer, and I'm very fortunate for that. And so thank you so much for every week allowing me to come and get these things out. This morning was actually very interesting because I did not have anything to share. And as I sat down and I started looking, Spirit guided me to some pieces that I've already shared with you all. And I just did some editing. And so I'm very comfortable in what I have shared with you all today. And I just before I forget, let me just go ahead and remind you to go ahead and hit your share button. I really do appreciate that. There's not much more I have to say except keep checking me out. I remember one of the acronyms I did the last couple of days was ICE. That I'm chilling with ICE, which is I'm creating energy. And so I've got something else I'm getting ready to finish up today and post. So make sure you come back to my page to take a look at it. It's deep. It's very short. I do a lot of short, basically quotes now, but this one is like really deep. And I'm like, okay, I got your Spirit. Let's go ahead and get this one on out. So let's go ahead and do my dwelling place. And as always, all of this is brought to you by Brave Pen and Paper, which is the product line of what I do and what I sell, and I hope that you will find the time, the energy, and the resources to go ahead and support Brave Pen and Paper. And I thank all of you who have, because let me first say that before I ask for something, let me be grateful for what I already have. And I will tell you, you guys have truly been going to the site, if not the site, coming to me individually and supporting. So I thank you so much for that. When I sometimes come up with new pieces, I have one Facebook friend that go like, caps, mugs, hoodies, yeah. But see, it's the whole thing. Right now, and this is something I want to speak on anyway, I was very disappointed where we're going with the pandemic, COVID-19, Delta variant, because I was really looking forward to being able to get out, do some shows, and Kenneth Hammond and I had already planned before the pandemic back almost 2 years ago now. Back in March of 2020, we'd already put a deposit down on a space and everything. And but in good consciousness, I could never bring people together for something like this because it's my desire to have that space with you. It's always my desire to spend time with you, but in a safe and responsible, credible way. So let's just hope and let's pray that that we individually, collectively, politically, and everything else will do the right thing so that we can all share in those moments of being together again in a safe, responsible manner. So with all that being said, let me go straight into my dwelling place. My dwelling place. Father, you are my dwelling place, the sun rays upon my face, the wind against my back, the light between the cracks, the promise in time of storm that I'll never be left alone, the anointing upon my head, by grace and mercy I am led. You are my counselor, touching my eyelids with sleep. You are my very best friend, for my secrets you do keep. You are my way maker when mountains are all I see. You are the King of glory who sets my shackles free. When others try to trouble me as I continue to run this race, I shall keep on keeping on, for you are my dwelling place. So my brothers and sisters, before I run, let me also say happy birthday to my cousin. She and I were born in the same year, just months apart. Angela Stafford, she celebrated her birthday on the 17th, which was yesterday, I believe. And I had already did a shout out to our other cousin, Lothario on last week. So with all that being said, so I just want to make sure that I got everybody. I see my sister, Donna, I got you. Connice, thank you so much. I see you. I see you. Let's see who. I don't want to miss one person, not at all. And John McCall, my brother, been there from day one. I do appreciate you. Oh my gosh, thank you all so much for tuning in. So as always, I will upload this to Instagram. I will upload it to YouTube. So for those people who are not on any social media, you yourself could find it on YouTube under Sharaledon D. Brave, and actually just email it or text it to them. I do thank you. What else? Did I get everything? All right. I think, oh man, how did I miss? Hey, Reese, my brother, I see you there. Okay. That's one of the reasons I go back, because I do miss some hints, clues, and all that good stuff. So listen, again, this time I was behind me, and I cannot show you from where I am about the covered bridges. But if you're in Cobb County, it's right near, it's not far from the, matter of fact, it's one of the parking areas for the Silver Comet Trail. So if you got a bike, I got my bike rack carries 2 bikes. You know, if you want to go out riding one day, hit me up. All right. I am Sharaledon Brave. I love you. There's nothing that you could do about it. You can try, but the universe will never give you that much power that you cannot give or receive the love that I have for you. You know it. Come on. Matter of fact, next week, I want you to feed it back to me. All right. So I love you guys, and we'll see you on next week. Take care now. Peace.